Palestine.
That was good. That was good.
Nasty hobbitses, vote for Bernie Sanders.
Thank you, Gollum. If we have any other mystical creatures you want to call in, please, you know where to find us.
So wait, is the character Gollum is it pro Bernie Sanders Gollum or pro Israel Gollum?
I think it needs to be pro Bernie Sanders.
Okay.
I don't think we want to win those.
And we're back.
And we're gonna stop recording and do a new one.
Well, it would be satire if it was pro-Israel Gollum.
Right.
It's called fucking parody. It's comedic.
Wait. What if I did a pro All Lives Matter Jar Jar Binks?
That would be good too. Dude.
No, that's too believable.
You know who you need to do? Trip. You need to learn how to do Watto. You know Watto?
Yeah, I know.
Dude, yeah, you fucking know Watto. Watto is like what do you call him? The merchant character in Phantom Menace who owns Anakin's mom, and he's got like this disgusting bug nose and like bug wings. Just like, how much for the boy? Like he's just like this horrible slave trader guy, and
Right.
it begs a few questions, you know, like what was going on with George at that time, you know? Who's making that?
What is
we got a
racist Star Wars movie?
we need to find like a Watto like voice changer. That's my new Shark Tank idea, is Watto voice changer.
You're like, no, you can say it with the Watto voice changer.
And Martin's like, but you don't own the Star Wars IP. How can you do this? And I'm just like, no, you can talk like Watto.
It's also on a keychain.
Yeah, it's portable.
Like retarded Shark Tank, where you just come in there like, what if hot air balloons
had guns?
And like they just keep like, well, I think that's a no from all the shark strip. No. But
What
they got
if
guns on them?
what if a hot air
think
balloon?
about it.
What if a hot air balloon had a megaphone on it that made you talk like Watto?
Death from above. Oh no.
Yeah, death from above. I gotta. That's gonna be what's going on tonight. Is just watching Watto videos after this ends.
Hell yeah.
Strive to be better. Mamba mentality. Watching Watto videos.
Do you know what
Rest
I
in
want?
peace, Kobe.
I want to get a bunch of those like mid-30s like spandex singlet dudes to like just be cruising on their bikes like middle of the day with the fucking Ride of the Valkyries, like just charging it like charging down the way. I think that'd be nice. And then like a couple of us get to play the Viet Cong and like we're just shooting at them. Millennials would fucking buy anything, dude. It's an experience.
I like after just any retarded Shark Tank idea, just telling the sharks millennials will buy anything. It's an experience. Like after the Watto hot air balloon voice changer, millennials will buy anything.
It's the Gitmo escape room where like you're just tied down and just getting electrocuted.
That's good. Gitmo escape room is fucking good.
You can't say that MBS ordered this fucking hit on the Twin Towers, and if you do, you lose the escape room. It's just like 9 hours of torture.
You can pay extra to have them pee on you and put them on the stool and strip you naked. Oh, damn. Remember that Ellen shit? Like when she was going and being gay for George Bush and shit, and like all those people made edits of like her doing her talk show with like the Abu Ghraib guy standing on like the waist bin with the sash over his head. She fucking sucks, man. Ellen sucks so bad.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Ellen. God damn.
Get it.
Big fuck you, Ellen.
Unsubscribe, Ellen.
Big
Do
fuck you.
better. Hey, you know what, Ellen? Put in the work.
I shouldn't even bring I shouldn't even bring this up because I haven't looked into it. But someone was trying to spit a conspiracy to me that Ellen is on house arrest because, and so is
True.
Oprah,
True.
allegedly.
True.
Really?
No, I confirmed.
Okay, good. Well, moving on.
No,
Point.
it's so very real.
I can see it, man. Why not?
Man, I've been getting emotional. I watched the episode where they killed Big Pussy.
Good episode. That's a good episode, man.
It really fucking is, dude. Holy shit. Heartbreaking. I don't even have a
Yeah.
bit for this, but there's
It's
also
just sad.
yeah, dude. AJ Soprano in the Pantera weed shirt. So fucking cool, dude. That should be the thumbnail for today. I think last week was the Luddites, the one that I posted.
Yeah.
But AJ with the weed fucking shirt. All right, Chris is gone. Let's talk.
Yeah.
I have to go get a charger.
Oh.
Chris fucking not coming prepared
He
to
thinks
the
he can leave? He thinks he can
Dude.
leave when the two fucking bulls are still here? When we can fucking
Yeah, dude.
we can call him gay and shit?
He doesn't realize, man. Our little bottom doesn't understand that. Because what are we gonna do?
Let's-
Fuck each other?
Let's
Like-
try and zoom Chris's background. He's got a shitty curtain up.
Yeah,
A lot of clothes on his bed. His headboard does look nice though.
yeah. I got a fucking headboard. Oh,
Oh, yeah, there we go.
you not have hair on your ass?
Chris has a hairless ass. It was
I got a
counter-
hairless everything, baby. You don't even know. I'm like
Wow.
I've never had pubes.
I like to get slippery.
I was talking to actually my coworker, and I was like, "Fuck Harry Styles being the voice of like new masculinity. It's me every morning when I get all like lotioned up and I'm nice and slippery. Like that's the future right there." It's just fucking, oh,
I
dude.
fucking slide right out of my house, buddy. Right to my car.
They don't call me the Otter for nothing, baby girl.
You know a cool thing about Harry Styles? He's got a bad hairline.
Yeah, dude.
Get him.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a good hairline.
Man, I just wish that I could have been like super famous. I guess I still have the chance where I could just be dumb famous, and then like my future wife, who is probably doing online, AP Lit right now. She's just super into it, and then in like 5-10 years or whatever,
She's doing like leapfrog or hooked on phonics right now. she's learning her multiplication tables.
Wouldn't that be funny in like fucking 10-15 years? It's like, oh yeah, Chip's fucking 35 and his girlfriend is 22, and I'm just like, I'm young at heart, baby.
Yeah. You could be one of those guys. I wouldn't care.
Yeah, I think it's in the cards for me. I had a friend growing up whose dad, like the mom like cucked him, and I learned this because the friend was like basically he was
My
like,
mom cucked my dad.
No, he goes, my dad was really mad that my mom's friend kept coming over when he wasn't there, and it was like the greatest lead in.
Oh fuck!
Dad.
The dreaded mom's friend. Mom's having her friend over again.
The dad had like this chick who just got out of like I don't want to. She just got out of grad school basically, and she was like working with him, and like, oh dude, like she was like 28, he was like 55, and it was just like she'd just be hanging out.
Yeah, dude, that is fucked. You just reminded me of this Reddit post I found a while ago where it was like I just saw like a snippet of it, like a screenshot from the comment section, and it was like one guy saying like, Reddit, we did it, we helped this guy, and then the comment underneath it was I don't know if you saw this, but she killed the kids, and it was a link to a news article, and I found the story, and it is so fucking awful. It was like, dude, it's not even funny.
What is this?
It's this Reddit post on our relationships, and it was like this guy thought his wife was cheating on him or something, and he was right, evidently, and he like confronted them, and he like updated Reddit with all the shit, and they had 2 kids, and she said that if he divorced her, that she would like take the kids and he would never see them again. So he was like, okay, fine, I'll stay married, whatever. But then Reddit people were like, dude, you have to divorce her, you have to get your kids out, which is like fair advice, you know.
Yeah.
Like you do need to get out of that situation, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
But then he's like, okay, Reddit, I listened, I did it, I'm gonna get the kids later today. And then somebody posts a news article, the guy's wife, they somehow found the name of the guy's wife, and she like killed the two kids and then tried to kill herself before he could go get the kids.
Jesus.
I fucking know. And it's such a microcosm though of like what all of Reddit is, you know, because whenever
Yeah.
you go there for advice, like even though this wasn't like that bad advice, it's like you did not save this situation. Random fucking poster, whoever the fuck you are.
Dude, there was a fucking terrible one that I saw, and it was like everyone clowned on these people, but it was like a polyamorous relationship, and it was like just a big girl and then these 4 gamers.
Yeah.
Yeah, so everyone was like, oh yeah, like this is like they're just like clowning on them for being polyamorous and all super ugly or whatever. And the one dude who in the videos, like sometimes we have some issues with communication, like it was someone else's baby. And
God.
he like he broke every bone in the baby's body and like
Yeah.
just like fucking murders this kid.
Oh,
And
Yeah.
it does suck too, because it's like, you know, it is sort of like these people were like profiled, and it was like one of those like Snapchat like freak show type deals. or
Dude,
whatever.
exactly that. It's Snapchat freak show shit.
Mhm.
They get off on that shit.
Yeah, dude, and it's like
Ugh.
for that to turn around so fucking awfully. But I wrote out in our relationships post when things were getting really bad with my ex, because
Hell yes. King.
things were I'm not gonna
I was there, Trip. I was
Yeah,
there commenting on
yeah.
your posts, telling you awful advice.
yeah. I didn't end up
I was
posting
there
it.
commenting on your post in a pirate voice.
Yeah.
Arr. She be abusing you, laddie.
It sounds like she ain't treating you right.
Arr. She's she's got to stop attacking you.
Did you see that they killed the kids?
But so Steve was a much better our relationships guy, but it reminded me of something, and I touched on it in one of the earlier episodes, and I don't go into it. It's when you're leaving. But there was a point in high school when I had gotten dumped like the day before my birthday by a certain queen who's
Simpsons docs.
Simpsons
docs.
I think we said L last time.
Don't
like,
edit.
she'd already broken up with me, but she had my birthday present, and she was like, I want to meet at this like Starbucks and like do the closing shit, like, you know, like you were signing on a house or whatever.
Closing
I was with she comes
I
out
got
there with
you
the
a
flag. Yeah.
Last place.
But I was like, I don't want to do this, and Steve was right there, so I was like, Steve, come with me, and I brought Steve, and then I acted like I didn't bring Steve. I was like, hey, Steve just really wanted to get coffee, and so Steve's sitting like 2 tables down while this girl's like, it's just not gonna work out, like you. Like,
And you know what I'm doing? I read one of those big fucking dumb Starbucks books they got in there, you know, that just has like pictures of dogs in it. And I'm just like, oh, that's a very good dog. And Strip is having this incredibly serious conversation. I feel like such a loser at that moment. Like, what the fuck am
And
I
he has
doing?
field recording equipment, so we can patch
Yeah,
it in now.
I had a boom mic.
you're just not that good at fingering. She was the one who politely asked me one time, she was like, can you let's just not do this, and I remember being like, oh.
I didn't
You're
like
welcome.
how many earrings I lost in the back of your car.
That I then kept like a freak. Yeah, 100%. And like the foot thing, you know, nobody likes the foot thing. I was talking to this girl, and you were joking about like fucking Trip pillow talk in one of these episodes, but she was like,
It's
talking
gotta
about,
be just Cloud9. Like,
well, no, yeah.
Hearing posts on Trip tell me things.
she's like, are you like one of those like fucking dudes who likes like the high heels like on your like whatever? And I was like, no,
dude,
those
heels
dudes
are
are
balls.
freaks. And she's like, you probably shouldn't like judge people, because I was like, no, inner foot like issues, like my community. I'm telling you, it's like the dudes want to get stepped on. What the fuck is wrong with you? You want to get humiliated? No. I'm sorry. I appreciate aesthetics. Just like every alt-right guy, like Western
Yeah.
culture.
Sorry, I'm into Norse mythology.
I'm sorry I know so many things about IQ scores around the globe.
Yeah, that's funny. You guys see that RBG is gonna die again for like the 8th time?
Yeah, dude, and fuck everybody who was like under Obama, like, no, she's gonna hold out, she's gonna be like a voice against Trump. It's like, no, she almost kicked it then, and she's gonna kick it, and we're gonna get somehow a second term.
She just
And
got more decrepit. Yeah, it's
yeah,
like a fucking course. And there was also some like, I can't even remember it because shit happens fast nowadays. But she had some just bullshit ruling.
Oh, she's
like,
not like historically a
She
great.
sucks.
Fucking,
Yeah,
yeah.
she was gay about Kaepernick. She was like saying how he should stand up, and it's like, who the fuck are you? Like,
yeah.
you can't. I don't know.
If you can't go head to head with Kaepernick in a tackling drill, then
Dude,
Yeah,
I
you
would
shouldn't be.
love to see that. It's a funnel drill. It's fucking Colin. It's fucking RBG. She's still got the fucking ivy in her. He just obliterates her. God
she's
damn.
just a cloud at that point. She's
We should bring back
evaporates.
celebrity deathmatch, and it should just be like weird. It should be
Celebrity?
just old, awful celebrities being obliterated by young, powerful celebrities.
Man, fucking,
There's no drama at all. You know exactly what's gonna happen.
It's more of celebrity
Yeah.
execution than celebrity deathmatch.
dude, her and fucking Fauci are like the two cringiest like fan bases, like in all, because there's a lot of like, I feel like the left is
Ugh.
just a good amount of cringe. Not that again, okay, listen, earlier I was alt-right guys know about Western aesthetics and fucking IQ scores. I don't know anything. Like, I'm not supporting that, but I do think that the fucking Fauci worship is cringe, and it's like, oh, he's sexy. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? Do you have brain worms? Like, what is sexy to you about fucking Dr. Fauci? And also, like, listen, he's like a
Weird.
He's
5'9"
just doing his
complex.
job, dude.
Yeah.
Like, he's just doing his job.
and not well.
You're right.
I was talking to like a friend from the UK. She's like, it's really bad over there, isn't it? Like, yeah, it's gonna stay bad, because like, you know. And she was like, well, we still have the 2 meter rule, and I got so pissed. I was like, what the fuck is a meter?
Oh God. Fuck.
Yeah, we fucking blew it, and we're gonna be in this. It's gonna be like another year and a half, and we're just.
It was just all the Mueller people who went on to Fauci. Now that Mueller is like,
yeah,
gone.
dude. Yeah, and it's like another fucking ineffective, piece of shit.
another ineffective daddy.
But I don't blame him as much, 'cause that.
Oh my God, they're gonna be fucking Fauci fan cams of him like readjusting his tie, like that fucking Tumblr dude who's like pointing at you, and then the next frame is him like.
I'm fucking making a Jeffrey Epstein fan cam, and it's just like a clip of him in Mar-a-Lago with Trump, and then like other videos. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna make fan cams for you too, but it's just gonna be like Trip Gote, Trip Penis on Zoom, Trip Penis on Zoom 2, Trip Penis on Zoom 3,
Trip Cat Boy.
Trip Cat Boy.
I have one Halloween
Trip
costume.
Day at the Races.
Hey, none of those got saved, baby. That was the funniest thing. So in high school, I used to just send photos of my flaccid penis to people with the caption "Another day at the races."
Yeah.
That was really funny.
What a pure time. That was just like,
Yeah.
you just send a dick pic, you crush. Like, that's just the
Yeah.
funniest thing ever. It still is funny, but like, that was just such a great day. Like, remember when Trip
Fucking meet the boys at the lunch table. You see what Trip sent? Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Oh, don't that one for Trip.
Or do you guys remember just like deep throating bananas or popsicles at lunch? That was just like, who could suck the best dick? That's boy school magic. That's just like, you don't get that in public schools.
Oh yeah.
That's why I'm sending my son to Redacted.
Yo, but the thing is, they're closing down. This may be Doc's, but like they are 40 kids. That's the incoming class.
That's so insane.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, you
It's
can't keep
terrible.
molesting people. You just can't keep doing it. Like one time, they'll give you a pass. Keeps happening.
It's funny because I don't even think that's the reason. I think the reason is the fucking racist stuff that came out.
The mask
Which was like-
changed.
Yeah, one
Yeah.
incident.
But then we have to really tread carefully. But let's just say it was a let's just say, and also the funniest thing, and obviously this has no bearing for anyone else, but we had a clearly Confederate mascot, and then the teachers would get super pissed when we'd be like, hey, we have a Confederate mascot, and they'd be like, no, it's General Beauregard, the superhero or whatever. Which would be good to know, like, what
Dude,
is
that was funny that they tried to just make it a superhero, and it's like it's not a superhero. It's a slave owner.
It never was.
We
a
don't need
superhero.
to dance it. We don't need to dress this up. He's a slave owner.
He's not a slave owner. He's a literal fucking Confederate general.
Yeah.
Yeah. And not
He's a
even like
colonel.
one of the pseudo-respectable ones that everyone talks about. Not like
Yeah.
even a Robert E. Lee. It's fucking General Beauregard. Like,
Yeah.
Jesus, that man sounds like he owned 5 plantations. Come on.
So fucking dumb. And also, again, I think I went into this, but like all the Catholics supported the Union, and were the only reason that Missouri did not become a Confederate state was because of the fucking Catholics in the town. And it's like, to then name a Catholic school after the people, because the Civil War went on in Missouri for 10 years, and it just became like, fuck him, we're just gonna murder him. And it was
That's
just
really fucking stupid. I can't believe it.
Oh my fucking god! But it is funny, man. The levels that of like fucking, you can't justify like Confederate worship. Like, there's just no way to do it.
Yeah.
But it's still like such a fucking persistent force. Like, even with like semi-respectable people, where it's like Robert E. Lee was a good man. It's like, dude, fucking, I know like 4 or 5 like good fucking, I know way more than that, but like, the guy who fucking comes and gets my garbage is a good man. Like, if that's your only criteria, let's fucking
The
put
2
it
other guys on this podcast are good men.
Hey, you know what? I've never met a bad man.
The first responders are good men.
I'm training a new coworker, and she was like, all men are trash. And I was like, dudes fucking rock. I can name every dude I've ever met I love.
Hell yeah.
I go on my podcast.
Uplift us, King. Thank you.
Before we leave Beauregard, did you guys know that if your name is Beauregard, you get the N-word pass?
Wait. Speaking of N-word passes,
You're just born into it.
Did you see the story that was like a black kid who was adopted, like in a white family, was selling N-word pass? I don't think that was.
Yes.
He was selling N-word passes.
Yes. That's a fucking hustle. That's a grind.
That's amazing,
as they
dude.
say. Yeah.
He made $1,000, and I think honestly, you could get $1,000 for each one of those passes if you're looking at the right market. Okay, I was just getting into this business before it got shut down, man.
Are they retroactive? Because there's like a bunch of celebrities. I feel like Paula Deen like comes back, just gets like litigated. Like, people are like, well, she's got the pass. Like,
she bought it from the black kid. It's fine. Dude, it reminds me of like those. Did you guys ever like make I was just such a piece of shit kid that I would never like buy my parents gifts when I was like get them like real gifts when I was little. So I would just like I would make like fake coupons for like chores or things that I would do. So like, oh yeah, I'll take out the garbage if you redeem this, and then it just immediately gets lost or never used or whatever. It's just such a fake gesture, but that's what the N-word pass is. Dude,
I will stop shitting my pants.
Yeah.
I want to clean up my poop.
No more.
I'll stop squatting on the toilet.
This next week, you don't gotta wipe me. It's all me. You sit this out. You go in there and watch SportsCenter. I'm wiping you. Damn. Damn, that's fucking bleak. I will never wipe a child's ass, man.
No,
They
they
just
figure
gotta,
it out.
they just gotta learn. Or they just gotta have
But
they just gotta have a shitty asshole.
figure it out, my dude.
Yeah,
Well,
goddamn.
all of my children will have bidets. Anyone in my house or under my stead will
I was
have a
gonna
bidet,
say-
so that
I was
won't
gonna
even be a
say-
problem.
I was gonna say that you were noticeably silent when I said when me and Trip agreed that we would never wipe a child's ass.
Yeah.
Care to elaborate?
And
Because bidet, I guess.
And clearly I wouldn't either, but I don't even want to wipe my own ass. That's the thing. I swear it off from this day forward. Because I'll
That
tell you, in
could-
the new house that we're buying, there are bidets.
Are there
So
really?
That's
I'm
pretty
living the
sick.
fucking life.
Goddamn.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Dude.
Yeah. It's
I would
actually
love
only
a
in my
bidet.
mom's bedroom, so I'm gonna have to
Sneak it in. Yeah.
knock.
Hey, mom.
It'd be funny if you shat in a different toilet and then went into your mom's room just to get the ass cleaning.
Like squatting, pants around the leg.
I don't think I'm good at wiping. I feel like more so recently, like in the last year or so, like I'll shit and then I'll wipe and then like 2 hours later I'll be like, oh damn, I still have shit in my ass, or like
Yeah,
it's like a weird like swamp ass sort of thing. Like
Yeah.
maybe it's just because I'm hot and like sweating and shit, but
Yeah.
that's not
totally
ideal.
hear you.
It's
I
just,
totally hear you, because just because you didn't see the hair on my ass, there's hair, okay, and it
There's
gets
a little
fucking caught
baby
up in there. We
pube
all
hair.
know it, you know.
you've got
And that's
tiny
why the
ass
bidet is
baby
important.
hair.
Yeah. Dude, I haven't had a solid shit in 2 months.
Yeah, I saw that. Let's talk about
I did see that, and I was worried.
I drink a green juice, all right? I drink a cold pressed juice and a protein shake every morning, and at night I eat anything I want, as long as it's over like 3,000 calories. And in the morning before my run, I have a cup of coffee, and I do something disgusting to the bowl, and then I get 10 miles in, and I'm back. And that's
10
how,
miles. That's a fucking run brag.
hell yeah, dude. I have been flexing
Run
that. That's the only
brag.
thing I have anymore is that, and I fucking
10 miles.
10 miles, baby. Which is also totally
Pretty good, man. That's impressive.
No,
Good for
that's
you.
insane. Yeah.
well. It's the only way I can really keep from just.
What's your
the
time?
Despair.
How
Oh,
fast
it's-
do you do it?
You know, man. Recently, it's been a little bit faster. I'm down to like 8-minute
Yeah.
miles on that bitch, but still
that's
not fast
insane.
enough that.
Still
well,
not world class.
Yeah, I'm just a tweaker. In high school, I used to fucking I would run 10 miles like at night, and then I would stay up all night, and then I would run 10 miles at like 4 a.m. because in St. Louis it's just so fucking hot. And then I would go to bed. I would sleep all day. That was the only thing I did when I was unemployed. And it really is. It's the only way to keep the despair away. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
The fear of death goes away if you're just constantly fucking moving. And then I get these goddamn Chris Traeger fucking comparisons, and I didn't know who that was. I had to go watch Parks and Rec, and it's so insulting because it's like I'm not doing anything with my life. Like
That's
this
Rob
is-
Lowe's. That's Rob Lowe, right?
I just don't have
Parks and
health
Rec.
care. Do you know how much I would fucking love some SSRIs just not coming for once in my fucking life? Not busting 2 seconds in.
Goddamn. Chris Traeger is Rob Lowe's character, right?
I think so. Yeah, I don't know. I
Yeah.
mean,
I think so.
He's
But
got
he's
a
like a
cool
winner.
sex tape. Yeah, he is a winner, and he's got like a sex tape with I think like 14-year-olds or 16-year-olds or something. But it's like
Oh.
fine. Yeah, and it happened at a DNC.
What?
Yeah, Jamie, pull this up. We got to get Jamie on this podcast. I really don't. I don't have enough info to keep talking about this, but I remember reading a headline one time.
This is the
Rob-
greatest headline ever. Rob Rowe reflects on the infamous scandal that changed
Rob
his life.
Rowe. Hello, Rob Rowe.
It got me. Oh no. And we're back.
And we're back.
You know,
What's staying in? We're not cutting out Rob Rowe.
You know that Sopranos joke where Junior, a Chinaman goes to the optometrist, and the optometrist says, "You got cataract."
Yeah.
And the Chinese man goes, No, I got a Rinkin Continental.
They old men good at jokes, man.
Old men are good at jokes, dude. Holy shit. My racist grandpa was going on a fucking tear last time, but it's always about not trusting the Orientals in combat, because he's very convinced that I'm going to be the next one to have to go take on the North Koreans and the Chinese, and he's like, listen, you just can't trust them in combat. And it's so funny because it's like, when am I going to see combat?
Dude, it's literally it's just like whenever you confront like an Asian person in like Call of Duty Warzone. That's like the only reason for this advice being worthwhile. It's just like, oh yeah, when you're playing like fucking, I don't know, StarCraft, and you come across a Korean guy, we're not going to war. We're flying planes at each other. This talking over game chat.
This is maybe taking it to a sad spot, but the last words my grandfather ever said to me was, I have a gook doctor. I'm going to go piss on that note.
That's real class. We can keep talking.
Jesus Christ, man, it is crazy hearing some just grandpa, like the stuff they think they need to pass down to you, the stuff they think is relevant.
Dude, and it is just like, don't trust that specific race of Asian people.
Right, yeah, it's like one group, because the thing is, my grandpa will listen, he is
fucking Missouri, man.
Totally pro the Japanese, has no problem with, Thai people or Vietnamese, but when you get him going on the Chinese, man, it's fucking over. But I mean, you do lose him. You lose him to Tucker Carlson, and you lose him to
you lose him to Fox News and shit.
Yeah. And I don't know what happens. Like that is like and that's again, Chris's euthanasia idea is pretty good, but maybe just for white people, because there becomes a certain age where you just become like just fucking brain dead.
We're dying at 40. We're all dying at 40.
I agree with that. I agree with all of these things, especially the white people euthanasia thing. But I think if you I'm in my bathroom, so the acoustics are weird. But if you set the age high enough, it's only going to be white people anyways, because if you look at the statistics, they're the only people with health care to keep them alive until they're fucking decrepit and don't even want to be alive anymore.
Is that a program we can apply for?
Like if you're 90 years old, unless you've taken extremely good care of yourself, you're fucking done, man.
Yeah, that's true.
There's no reason for you to live.
But then I don't want to be one of those fucking like the Jamie Kilstein, like, I just wish white people will go extinct, because that's lame as shit too.
Yeah.
But I'm saying if there's a white healthcare system, I have missed the memo, because I have not been to the doctor in so long, and I was like trying to like flex that. I was like, yeah, I haven't been to the doctor in 4 years, and the whole table gets really quiet, and people are like, really?
Man, this shit is so fucking gay that we don't have goddamn universal health care. It's just so depressing. I just have so many close friends who just don't have fucking health insurance, and it's
I don't know what's going on. I don't know why I'm pooping liquid. I have a pretty good guess, and it's all the supplements that supposedly boost.
Are you getting any? Is there any benefit with this current job you're applying for?
Yeah, I'll have to do a physical, and that's crazy, because like it'll be weird to like be in the doctor's office, and I mean, hopefully
this is when the Bowflex comes in handy. You're a well-oiled machine,
dude. Well, the thing is, they're gonna be like, hey, you need to you can't keep drinking bone broth. Have you been having fucking violent thoughts? It's like, yeah, every day.
Have you been having seizures?
Well, hey, the seizures have stopped. Do you guys remember when I was just puking like every day for like 3 months, and I was just like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, what are we gonna do? We're gonna elect Bernie Sanders. We're gonna elect Bernie Sanders, and he's gonna get my friend Trip healthcare.
Dude, and then just see like Zaid the activist on there, like, fucking, you think you're too good to vote for Biden? Who's gonna get healthcare for more folks?
We gotta do the fucking Zaid TikTok where it's like he says like admissions decisions. If you're deciding your admissions decisions on where on what TikTok you see on where you're going to high school or where you're going to college, rather,
based on likes.
Based on likes, you're not making a good decision. I'm saying like, what the fuck, man?
I go to Yale.
That guy. Yeah, dude.
Fucking prick, dude. I
I'd
swear
like
to
to
God.
meet him in Minecraft if you catch my drift.
Yeah. In a self-defense situation.
I'd like to destroy his house in Minecraft. I would like to
Yes.
grief him in Minecraft.
In Minecraft, yes. I would be a creeper on his house in Minecraft.
Dangerous
I would-
material does not.
I would love
condone
to send the
violence.
creepers after Zaid the activist.
I would love to bring my Ruger American to the edge of his property line in Minecraft.
There's no guns in Minecraft. This is a weird thing you're saying.
Dangerous material does not condone any violent.
Yeah, no,
action.
that guy, man, that guy's got to go. That guy, I hope he gets canceled someday for some horrible shit that he probably did do. You know.
I'm
Well,
sure
other
he
than the fact that his dad is Jamie Dimon or whatever.
Yeah, what the fuck, man? It's just so easy. It's
Just
so easy
runs
when your
Citigroup.
dad's a millionaire banker, whatever.
Yo,
Fuck.
Nick Kroll, his dad is worth $2 billion, and it's like he's like well known as the. I like if you read the Wikipedia article, it's like acknowledged as the father of modern day finance, and it's like you fucking piece of shit talking about like fucking
Dude.
you making child porn and like you just get away with it. Like fuck that shit, dude.
I've laughed at Nick Kroll sketches. He's like definitely like not an unfunny guy or whatever, but it's like,
No.
dude, you don't get to do this when your dad is that, you know? Like what the fuck? You just need to be a dumbass rich person's son when your dad is like that well off, you know? Or you need to like
Yeah, dude.
publicly disown them or something.
Yeah.
Like,
Get a boat. Do something like, cause it's like, dude, you know what I would fucking do to be one of those fucking boat motherfuckers just on a boat. I don't even know what the fuck they do. Yeah, no, just hitting the water, fucking, I don't know. Pissing
When you're on a
fucking-
boat, you don't need to do anything else. That's just like what
Exactly.
life is. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's
Jimmy
like I'm on a
Buffett,
boat.
baby. Dude, I
I'm
fucking
on a boat.
Jeez.
I'm on a boat, yeah. I'm on a boat.
I mean, truer
love
truer
that.
words have never been spoken. Let's be honest. I mean, maybe in a bad format.
I remember I when that video came out and I like hadn't seen the video and people at school were talking about it and I pretended to know what they were talking about. It was classic. It was classic. Just gotta fake it, man. Just gotta get through this.
Yeah.
I'm on
I
a
did
boat. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're on a boat.
It's a
Yeah.
we'll watch it tonight. Come back tomorrow. You come back tomorrow.
Dude, I
you got
will.
your whole-
I've
you got a
seen
whole
it. I
fucking
just
thing. And
I've seen it.
everyone-
I just
they've already
don't
moved
remember
on.
it. Yeah.
Dude, we were in class one time, and a certain wrestling coach was like, everyone was talking about Duck Dynasty, and I was like, "Have you seen their wives?" I've never seen the show. I just figured they were fat as shit. And the whole class goes, "Oh!" And the teacher goes, "One word, boys, gold diggers," which is so good because it is 2 words.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting in the back, and I'm like, "Wait a minute, they're hot," and I like amend it.
Logging that for
Trip,
for later
Trip,
use.
you're like fucking Rodney Dangerfield, where it's just like, target the wife, get the wife in there.
Get
You
the
guys are
wife.
Rodney Dangerfield. He rules so hard.
Well, you were in the car the one time where I pretended that I had too many DUIs to vote. Do you remember that?
Refresh.
It was New Year's Eve and we were coming back from a place. I was like, this is election. Day. I get somebody out of office, and he's like, "You fucking care about the election?" And I was like, "Dog, I can't vote." He's like, "Why can't you vote?" And I was like, "Too many DUIs." He goes, "You got 3 of them?" And like, I've never gotten a fucking DUI. Like, hey, they can't catch
Yeah.
the fucking midnight rider.
Yeah. Pro drunk driving. Pro anti
Bro,
Joseph
drunk
Kony.
driving. I'm buying a truck pretty soon.
We had another one. Damn it. Oh, anti circumcision, and then there was another one.
Anti-circumcision.
Majorly anti-circumcision.
We should
also,
you know what this is? This is a political party. This is how it starts, is we just create a
Yeah.
platform. In
Oh, yeah.
2020, I don't know, 8, the next election, 2 elections from now, one of us runs on that platform,
Yeah.
anti-circumcision.
it's not gonna be me. I've decided I'm an anarcho-communist, so. But I'll be supporting from the sidelines.
Okay.
I just want to
Need
say I've
more-
garnered a lot of support with my end circumcision tweet. I have furries who are intactivists liking my shit. I have normal
That is sick.
intactivists. It's
Dude,
great.
we just got to get big within that community, and then like we're the official podcast of the anti-activist movement, and then it's just snowballs, you know. It's just
we take off.
fucking-
Dude, I think we piggyback on the Kanye thing and we just get super anti-Harriet Tubman.
That's such a hard person to be anti, but it is just like an honorable belief because it's like, who the fuck is anti-Harriet Tubman? You know?
Yeah, dude, that's a
What did
hill.
she do? She saved people?
Man, that was
Yeah, it's a hard spin.
man, I enjoy someone who's got a fucking good take. I met a guy the other night who was like, he's like, I'm a 5th level Rasta, and I didn't even know there were levels to Rasta. And he's just like a bald white
That seems
dude.
Anti-Rasta to
Yeah,
people.
dude. And he
Yeah.
handed me a dab pen, and I don't think I've ever been that high ever. And it was good. What is this?
Foreskin is fun.
is fun. Hell yeah, baby. I wish.
That's
I
cool.
wish.
Named man. Shout out to
Named
named
man.
man.
Punished man.
Real quick. I want to give a shout out to my guy, Maimed Man. That's man with 2 N's. Look him up on Twitter.
Tell
He's
him,
doing a
tell
lot
him
of
to
good work
listen.
for the community.
Tell him to listen. Give him the link to whenever I fucking upload this. That would be cool. Dude, we really do just gotta be, because we're all too chicken shit to like actually advocate this to like our friends and family. So we just gotta get the antagonists. We gotta get like the weird fringe. If we support, man, I wish I had dick skin. That would be cool.
I have to block all my family. I think my friends would be fine with this. Although honestly, again, like, you know, I was like listening to the first one. I was like, this is pretty good. And then I just started talking about the time I thought I got AIDS, and I was like, maybe not. Maybe
But
not.
that's gold, baby. That's fucking gold. That established you early on as the wild card of dangerous. Oh, the guy who almost got AIDS. I know him.
It wasn't the 2 minutes in the first one you and I did where I'm just talking about like specific AR configuration.
Those were good too. Those were formative. We
fucking
figured out what
shit.
the dynamic was.
Hey, we've kept the gun shit off of the show, which is good, which is really good. Roommate Pat was like, yo, do you think you could Venmo me like you know, a third of $500? And I was like, why? He's like, well, I wanted to get an FFL3 license, which is like the fully automatic and grenades one. And he's like, I don't want a fully automatic gun, I just want grenades. And I was like, dude,
Dude, Pat does not need grenades. What the fuck?
No,
Like,
no.
this was the guy who was too much of a retard to find you an apartment. I do not want that guy to have grenades.
No, you know, honestly, that wasn't anyone's fault. Like it was like one of those things where like we came into it and we're gonna like there was a place that was so nice, but we were like, well, we want to grow. Like we want to grow weed. We love growing weed.
Yeah.
And it was
That
like
is sick.
But then that was like 2 weeks ago, and now it's like, please, like fucking
Yeah.
living with a heroin addict. So I don't put that on him, but yeah, no,
I will say he is the guy that got caught like with weed by his mom, like maybe upwards of 100 times. So if he has grenades and like brings them back to his home, you know, like over Christmas, it's just
Patrick,
gonna, like,
I found
come,
grenades in your backpack. That's such a
What do
funny
you say to that,
thing
man?
to get fucking mad. Your mom gets mad at you for having grenades.
an M2480.
I'm gonna
She,
take
like-
these away.
Yeah,
gonna take
she
these
grounds
away.
him for the grenade.
And I'm taking the Xbox too.
Dude.
Patrick, do you have grenades?
I think we're going up to Fort Collins, and we're gonna do a little bit of swimming this weekend. Because I haven't done that in
Sounds
forever,
fun.
and that'll be nice. And we'll probably crack off a couple rounds. We might get a couple good photos for the thumbnail.
Yes,
Nice.
please.
Just me
A
with my wife.
grenade exploding.
No.
Grenade mid-explosion.
The other day, this lady walks up to our porch and she's like, "You bros, Trump supporters," because we were like blasting this fucking country song that I really do love. But there's a line in it where he's just talking about how much he loves Alabama, and he goes, "I wish Robert E. Lee could come back and take a bow," and it's like, so instantly I'm like, "What the fuck are you saying?" I'm like, "Oh, what? Just because we're listening to country music?" And she was like a Trump canvasser, and she's like, no, like I'm here to like affirm your support for Trump. And then we're all like just kind of laughing at her or whatever. And she's like, how dare you fucking make fun of me? Like, fuck you. And like was wandering off. And it's like, damn, dude, you're so insecure about being like a fucking Trump supporter that you can't even like deal with me laughing at you that you thought like, I don't even know, dude. It's so fucked up.
Yeah.
But
Goddamn.
That song needs to get changed. We're gonna have to switch that out. Who's another good Southerner? Yeah. Yeah. That's hard.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Yeah.
I wish that trip could take a bow.
Yeah. It should just be you. You're a southerner. Uh, fucking. Did you guys see that Josh Hawley shit? Like,
No.
so there's the NBA, right? That's coming back. Do you guys know about the bubble?
Yeah.
No.
The bubble is fucked, Chris. It's just like they're putting all the players in like this literal big inflatable bubble to keep them from getting sick, but they are just gonna get sick. It's supposed to start up like the 31st, I think.
Okay.
10 days, and they've just been living in there for a while now. But they're in this
Legitimately,
bubble.
just like a bubble. How big is it? You know,
Dude, it's
does
in
it-
Disney World. It's like it's in the wide world of sports or whatever. So it's like all of like they have like a ton of fucking basketball courts there. And I guess ABC had like some sort of TV stake or something. So they were gonna get to show the NBA playoffs anyway, or part of the NBA playoffs. But they've just got all the fucking players there. And there was like some concern. Some players were like back when the protests were like really I don't know, capturing everybody's attention. They're like, are we a distraction for the protest or whatever, which is a valid point. So then the NBA was like, oh, you know what? You can put protest messages on the back of your jersey, like Black Lives Matter. But it was like, okay, that's like something, but it's also just like incredibly like whitewashed corporate shit, like inoffensive, you know, like you can't say defund, you can't say any like actual meaningful thing. And then there's also like it doesn't mean anything that LeBron James has whatever the fuck on the back of his jersey. He's still playing basketball.
Yeah.
It doesn't fucking matter. But Josh Hawley emailed this guy Woj, who's like this big ESPN ABC reporter. And he was like, the players should be able to put pro cops on the back of their jersey. And then Woj just like email replied to him like, fuck you. And then, which is kind of cool, you know? Like, yeah, fuck Josh Hawley. But Josh Hawley then, he got ESPN then like suspended Woj for saying that. And then Josh Hawley went on this long thing about how
who's
like,
Woj? I'm sorry.
he's just like this big reporter for ESPN and ABC by proxy. He's just like a really big NBA reporter, analyst type of dude or whatever.
Got it.
Then but then Josh Hawley went on this big rant about how like, okay, well, you know what you also can't have on the back of your NBA jersey? Like pro Hong Kong support, because they're super like gay for China. Like they want to court like the Chinese market, and they won't let. They're like very like antsy about acknowledging like Hong Kong protests, or like anti like sweatshop shit. You can't put that on your jersey, you know. And it's like it's a valid point. Like Josh Hawley sucks dick, but it's like it is just such a blatant like you know, neoliberal liberal hypocrisy. Where
Whoever
it's like
your fucking interests are,
yeah, like you stop being woke once it fucking hits your pocket.
Yeah.
Once it endangers a demographic.
Well, Kendall Jenner can, you know, end racism in a Pepsi commercial, but Kylie can't stop her sweatshops in fucking wherever.
Yeah.
You know?
It's the same sort of shit. Yeah. It sucks.
So
sucks. It sucks when fucking Josh Hawley makes a point on you, you know, and like you can't. It's like, yeah, that does. You're fucking right. That shit is gay. Fuck.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It definitely sucks. My ex met Bol. You know Bol?
Yeah, dude, I love Bol. He's a big fuck.
Yeah,
He's
dude.
A tall son of a bee.
They're playing him as like a fucking forward. Did you see that?
Oh, really? I mean, yeah. He's like super skinny, right?
Yeah, dude. He's fucking jacked. She was like, yeah, I just knew he was on the Nuggets. And that's all she knew. But she was like, I guess his dad's famous. And like, I just knew it was, like,
Bull,
yeah. But fucking cool dude. I wish the best for her. I hope she goes on and fucks Bol. I hope that happens.
That'd be sick.
I hope he gets abused. That would be awesome if like that's how I knew when the Nuggets were gonna do well. Is like when like, you know, I follow her, you know.
My ex-girlfriend's son is playing.
It would be funny if Bol was raising my son.
He's just got this blue-eyed, blonde-haired basketball
It was
prodigy
just a
son.
coffee date. We were catching up. I'm sorry.
And he's like fucking like 5'7" or whatever the fuck.
Yeah. He's got that Allen Iverson mentality, though.
That AI mentality, dude.
It's all about
Like
that
scrappy.
lateral movement.
Lateral
Dude,
movement,
what sucks-
explosiveness.
They won't let me get fucking T or HGH, so I can't reach my full maximum potential
You
in the
don't
NBA.
need that, pal. Don't.
No,
don't
dude, I want T. I want T so fucking bad. It would be so great. Oh,
God.
dude. I fucking listen, ashwagandha is not cutting it anymore. And these liquid shits, they wouldn't be happening if I was on T. And I wouldn't be on the show either. That'd be way too violent, and then it just wouldn't
Just
be
get
fun.
whey. Do you do whey? You should just do that instead.
True. I will
Muscle
say,
milk.
I
You do
recently
muscle
started
milk.
ashwagandha 2 days ago. I'm liking it.
Isn't it great? Yeah.
I'm liking it. I'm feeling more energetic, less stressed.
Mm-hmm.
But I just want to say we do have a P.O. box if you want to send Trip tea
Yeah.
or
If
any other
anyone,
substances that we couldn't get our hands on.
And by
Drink.
send trip tea, you can just send a vial of cum.
and I'll drink
he'll
it on the
drink it,
show.
and
Yeah.
He'll be bigger for it. It will be sick.
Because my own is
saw-
getting fucking disgusting. It's rancid. It's just red meat and kale. Like I need to get.
How does that shit work? It's like dependent on the shit you eat. That's how you get a good smelling.
That's everything.
smelling
Like your
load.
BO, your whole like
Yeah.
everything about yourself. I think is all tied to.
So what gives you good smelling? What's a fun cum synonym? Spritz. What gives you good smelling splooge?
Pineapple.
Pineapple? Okay, I
Yeah,
can
you
buy
know
that.
that Trey Songz shit where it's like all you've been eating is pineapple. Girl, your shit just tastes
Okay.
like pineapple. It's a great one. He
Okay.
rhymes pineapple with pineapple.
You talking about Trey Songz reminded me that my favorite rapper, Logic, is retiring.
R.I.P. dude.
Wait,
And my little brother were like,
retiring?
"This
Why?
is the best like news I've heard from Logic in so long. Is that he's getting out of the game."
Dude, what a
Since Logic
piece of shit.
emerged on the game, this is the best thing ever.
Dude, he's such a piece of shit because all of his shit is just like rapping about how it's so hard to be mixed, but it's like, oh, you're like, you get all of the privileges of like being white, like you don't get pulled over or whatever, like you don't get accosted by cops as much as black people, and you get to say the N-word. Like, come the fuck on. You don't get to rap about how hard this is. Fuck you. He's retiring to do streaming too. He's going
Yeah,
on
all he fucking does is play video games too.
He's gaming. Yeah.
That's so
dude.
cool.
Dude,
no.
he is. What if he is just like a fucking? He just is some like white guy, and he like pretended to be mixed the whole time, and he
He's
built
like
up
a
a rap
Rachel
fan base
Dolezal.
so he can get.
Or
Dude,
even
he's
a-
Rachel Dolezal. You heard it
Or
here
even a
first.
Liz Warren, you know?
He's a Liz
Any of
Warren. That's a better. We need to. Rachel is pure. Liz is. You gotta fucking. You gotta push that
Yeah,
more.
dude. Fucking Liz, man. Fucking Pat brought me this book, and it was like called Profiles in Corruption. And it's just like every single like liberal figurehead and like how corrupt they are. So it's like Obama, Biden, Bernie, and the one on Liz Warren is like 2 times the size of all the rest of them. The only one who compares is Kamala Harris because she's obviously like the fucking worst person ever.
Yeah.
But like the fucking Liz Warren sections, and like I hate to agree with the book that was written by like one of Hannity's head writers, but like, dude, it is fun to watch somebody skewer Elizabeth Warren, especially after I took so much fucking shit from my like Warren supporting ex. It's great to like like fucking it's great
Nice
to
to
agree
hear,
with
yeah.
Fox News. Yeah, no, it's good. I get it now.
It's
Hey,
great
man.
to agree
Hey,
with
hey.
Fox News. We got the soundbite we needed.
Don't say
Yeah,
shit about my
right.
girl boss queen, okay? Girl boss 2020. Girl boss
Speaking-
2024. please.
Speaking of good sound bites, Chris, on the last one, so Zoom like auto transcribe shit, which is kind of cool, but it is like funny because sometimes it cuts words out, and it has you saying like, I think you were saying something about like it was either smash shit or some other sort of like pedophilia shit, and you were like, dude, they're just gonna keep doing pedophilia forever, but it only registered pedophilia forever, so it's like you're saying long live pedophilia forever. It's good.
Oh
It's
no,
good.
man, we're
I'm
flagged.
putting that on a board. I'm putting that on a soundboard, baby. Long live the king.
If it was
Long
good enough,
live the rule.
if it was good enough for the Greeks, it's good enough for you.
Yo, okay, here's the thing. When I fucking worked on Irish Parliament, there is a dude on Irish Parliament who's also a very famous, like, literary scholar who is, like, vocally pro-pederasty. Because, and he's like a PhD. He, like, is one of the biggest James Joyce scholars ever, but he's written letters to people, like, who are in prison for certain things, like his friends. And he's like, man, I get it. I supported the Greeks did it. So, like, you know, if it's good enough for the Greeks, it's good enough for us. And it's just wild.
Man, I'll never forget having to read this book on Aristotle, and it was like, they're like, this is about the old ways versus the new ways. And it's like, in the days of yore, the boys would go out to the exercise yards, and their older lovers could not help but lust after the sweat of their genitals. And it's like, damn, dude, like, I'm just sitting in a class right now having to read this shit, and I'm real uncomfortable. That was, he's probably the biggest, like, pedophile who's seriously, I guess they all are, all those old Greek dudes. It's like them and Woody Allen are the respectable pedophiles. So those are, like, the only ones you can get away with.
Yeah, dude. In my Latin class, we had to translate Satyricon, which is just all about little boy fucking and just like, but it's like making fun of it, sort of. But
Satyricon.
Also, yeah. So
yeah, there you go. You already made the pun.
This isn't fun for anyone who doesn't know Latin.
Yeah, I know. I shouldn't have brought it up.
No, I'm not shitting on it.
No, I know.
Do Latin humor for fucking. That should be an episode. Like we should just do one where it's like we're not even trying to be like funny or entertaining. It's just like fucking autistic shit we're into, like Latin and fucking.
Absolutely.
Trains. I could just talk about models of train. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just becomes like a show and tell of like, what is the most autistic hobby that you have?
Whittling.
What is it? Whittling's kind of got a rustic thing to it. Maybe it still is a little autistic though.
Jerking it to cat
You
girls.
still are. That's all right. That's just a red-blooded male. It's just an American boy.
Pretending to be a cat boy, I do that a lot.
Okay, that's a little. That's something. I don't know if it's autistic because I feel like autistic is you're not like feeling. You know, you're like a robot.
Well, I don't feel when I'm a cat boy. That's how they can do what they do to my ass.
That's how you cope.
I know I'm a cat right now. That's why this is okay. Leave the $40 on my nightstand.
I think like reading posts or like being active in any sort of like niche online community, that's pretty autistic. That's pretty tismy.
Yeah.
Building models, that's up there.
Definitely.
Yeah.
What other thing that I'm super into is digging.
Dude, that's it. That's a bingo.
Okay.
I am so
dude,
that's a prize right there. That's
a section of my fence fell down. I have never been happier, like trying to get this fence back up, being like, well, I might need a counterweight, or whatever. Me and the fence.
Is it tunnels or is it just digging? I feel like tunnels.
No, I don't like tunnels. Tunnels are
Okay.
gross, dude. Caves are disgusting. Why would you ever go in something? No, you just dig a
So
hole.
what is it? It's just removing dirt from the ground.
Yeah, it's putting dirt in a different
Okay.
place. Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah,
That's cool.
and going where you're not allowed. Into the ground.
Okay, that's something. We're getting a pathology from this.
Sacred.
Going where you're not allowed. Interesting. Interesting. I'm not a psychologist, but it's weird.
That's gotta
that's
be
cool
the
though.
fucking title, dude. Going
Does
where
that
you're not
explain
Digging
why
is good.
I was only able to shit in the gender-neutral bathrooms for the last 2 years of college? Because I couldn't crank one out. I could jerk off in the men's room, but I could not shit in the men's room. I think jerking
Damn.
off in class well into your 22s. That's probably
You're
pretty
a first
autistic.
responder for being able to even do that.
Dude,
Like,
I'm
in
excited.
the middle of your day, like, oh yeah, I've
Yeah.
got 2 other classes. I got a part-time shift after this. You're like,
And
oh
you know
yeah,
what?
you know what I need to do is drop a load right
Hey,
now.
brother, it
and then
was-
get back to my
Hey,
day.
you know what? It was sandals season, and I wanted to learn.
Yeah. You're a
There's
first
only one way
responder. You're a
forward.
hero.
Yeah. I'm most excited to start this new job because it's like there's gonna be one day, like probably a week or two in, where it's like, all right, brother, like 9:30 to 6. What are we doing? Get that first crank off in the work bathroom.
Gotta christen it. Yeah.
Rubbing my children into the 1-ply toilet paper that I wouldn't even put on my ass, and then calling it a day. Yeah, baby. So that's pretty bad. Yeah, that's definitely
Yeah.
pretty bad.
Yeah. And we're
I
back,
was
baby.
I was with this girl, and we were doing like we were watching. She like turned on an episode of The Office, and I like kind of closed my eyes, and I was just like doing every punchline.
That's a weird thing though, because like liking The Office is sort of like a normie thing, but like to know every line is
To
like
know
an
every
autistic
joke.
thing. So you have like a normie autist relationship with.
Yeah. Well, when I was quitting drugs, I couldn't really leave my room because I was just like super fucked up, and I would just watch The Office over and over again because it was so inoffensive, and it was like non-content.
Yeah, my brother does that. Yeah.
Yeah, and you just turn it on to like help you sleep or whatever. And then like in the process, dear friend of the show, Tommy, Tommy won his $650 parking pass from his school that he had just graduated from, and then he moved, but he won it at an office trivia night, and I was doing like a Cyrano. Like I was on like the Zoom, and he would tell me the questions, and like we would type them in as Tommy. It was so fucking good, dude.
That's amazing.
$650 parking pass. I think he was able to sell it, which is pretty cool. But
Yeah, that is cool. Damn.
yeah, I know it was a victory.
What were the questions like?
It was
Were
like,
they like-
what's Dwight's car before he gets to Pan Am?
Okay. Wow.
Nissan. I think. I'm not gonna get it. It's not fun. But like I like down to the line. What was Creed's band called? That kind of stuff.
Yeah. Damn. Chris, do you
sad.
have any? What are you passionate about, Chris? What are you about?
I mean, we already know that I like to translate Latin sometimes, so that's
Pretty bad one.
yeah, that's one on the scoreboard.
If you think masks are a form of depression, that's good. Wait till you learn about DUIs. I love saying that, lady, man.
I
It's
didn't mean to
funny.
interrupt.
No, you're good. But yeah, translating Latin is pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, what about you, man? I can't think of,
No, I'm just perfect. All of my likes and
Yeah.
hobbies are completely conventional.
With your fucking train shirt.
I'm glad to hear that. I'm very
Big boy, big boy.
Wouldn't it be awesome to just shovel coal? Now there's a job. Yeah, fuck being like a paralegal. Fuck any of this bullshit.
It's just shoveling coal.
Yeah, fucking that's a job, brother. If you don't shovel that coal, that train is not moving.
On the autism thing. So I recently we have like a Go Army office really close to where I live, and I was walking by it, and in the door there's like this GI on a computer, like a picture of a GI on a computer, and it's like sign up now to be a cyber warrior. And it's like, okay, they're clearly just they're clearly just applying to like kids who love to game or whatever, play first person shooters. And I remember thinking like, oh God, what a retard you are to fucking fall for that shit, you know? But in actuality, if it was like, oh, you get to pilot a Gundam if you sign up for the army, I would be there, you know? Or
Yeah.
you get a Digimon, like it's just if it was a little bit more like Japanese shit, I would be in the Navy. I would be in the Army or
I
whatever.
was walking by one of those and I opened the door like as a bit. I was like with some people and I like opened the door and the fucking recruiter ran out of the place and was
Dude,
like, "Hey,
those
where are you
doors.
going?"
Yeah, they can't let a sale go by.
Not knowing that like one of my eyes is basically decorative and like I mean, and again, we haven't been to the doctor, so we don't know about any of the other shit. But I do go to the eye doctor and the dentist because I feel like those are the two that you need to keep going to.
That's
Those are the
fair.
two
I
can't
think
do
dentist is
myself.
good.
Yeah.
What? Fuck the dentist, man. Are you serious? Why? It's
Because
just teeth, you
I
know?
don't have a
Just
pick.
You know
brush
what?
them.
Yeah,
That's all
actually,
you
fuck
need.
that. No, you know what, Chris? You're right. Fuck the dentist.
I know.
You don't gotta go to no doctor.
my teeth are so mangled from when the fucking redneck kids used to beat the shit out of me, and so it's like I just need to fucking.